I'm in Marrakesh, Morocco, country number 38 and my first country in Africa. في قلبي قوليك انتي راه مخبي نستنى فيك تجي لعندي ونقولوا ليك خايف الدنيا تفوت عليا ما نشوفك شي ويا عينيا ساعتها يفنى عمري ويفوت الحال وكلام كتير في قلبي قوليك انتي راه مخبي نستنى فيك تجي لعندي ونقولوا ليك خايف الدنيا تفوت عليا ما نشوفك شي ويا عينيا ساعتها يفنى عمري ويفوت الحال. Alright, so I'm eating breakfast in Marrakesh. I ordered some Moroccan tea, and it came in this really beautiful little metal teapot thing. One thing that's a gotcha about it is that it's all metal, so the moment that I touched this and I lifted it up, it's super hot. And so what happens is that a triangular napkin was also provided to help me lift up to pour the tea so I don't burn myself. So don't be like me. Use the napkin to pick up your teapot. Don't burn your fingers. So this helps to film, and so this is braised lamb shoulder.
Roasted lamb shoulder.
This is roasted lamb shoulder.
Roasted lamb shoulder.
And how do you prepare it? How do you cook
Yes,
it?
we cooked with the onion sauce and spice between 4 and 5 hours. And after we grilled in the food.
Wow, okay. And this is meant for 2 people, but you think I could do it?
You can.
She saw my belly, and she thought, yeah, that guy can do it, right? Thank you. Shukran.
Well, I'm trying to pound through this lamb shoulder. I'm like, it's a lot, but it's amazing. The meat's just falling right off the bone, and it's got some very deep flavor going on here. I almost say it's almost like a caramelized tomato seasoned flavor kind of going on, like if you can imagine like the Italian oregano plus caramelized tomato, but not sweet at all. Maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Maybe some saffron too. I mean, Morocco's known for saffron, so that would definitely make sense. But
This thing really is massive. This is my hand, and the bone, I want you to look down at your hand right now, and the bone is, longer, basically from end to end, with your hand fully stretched out. Nah, that's how long it is. So this is kind of amusing. I'm walking down the way, and a guy is just begging to shave my face. He's like, please, just like €5, man. You need to clean it up. So I guess that's the best sign that it's time for me to shave, right? Just my luck, I walked for about an hour from my apartment, first time in the Medina, and then a guy walked me to the restaurant that I wanted to eat at, asked for $10 for his help, and then turns out that this restaurant is having a party tonight, and so they're just closed for the day. So I've gotta find another place to eat at, unfortunately. And shukran. Yeah, I'll just go down that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Shukran. Just my luck. Restaurant number 2 that I wanted to go check out. Of course, it is also closed. So after walking around extensively, I finally found a place that's rated okay. And this is interesting. The restaurant, this menu, has pictures on it, which is kind of helpful for me to translate some of the words that I've been seeing on menus lately. So oftentimes you'll see the word tajines or tahines. I don't know how to necessarily pronounce it, but you'll see this Tajines. And essentially what it is, it's like this sort of clay plate, and they put food and seasonings and stuff on that, and they kind of put this like little volcanic shaped lid on it, and I think there's like a little hole on it. Sometimes there's no hole up at the top, and what happens is that then they put this food over a fire, and all of the flavors and everything kind of get trapped and they cook in here, and then when they finally serve it to you, they just take it off. Another thing that's interesting to take note of is the prices. This 140 DH, this 95 DH, this 95 DH right here. What does that mean in our terms? Well, currently, as of 2019, basically for Americans or Europeans, a good rough estimate is just take a decimal place and move it over 1. And so 140 DH, 140 dirhams is about $14 USD or 14 euros. 95 dirham is $9.50. You get the idea. And so with that said, the prices are actually, at least the places that I've been picking, have been maybe comparable or, similar to what I've been running into in Europe. No, I guess, big surprises. It's not cheap, and it's not expensive. It's kind of what a Westerner might expect to pay for this amount of food. This Moroccan lipstick. So you take that. What? Wait, what?
Poppy flower, henna flower.
So you
Like salive.
you get a little bit of saliva on there.
After you put it lipstick.
Holy shit. That is so cool. What is this made of?
Poppy flower, henna
This
flower.
poppy and henna flower.
Flower, yes.
Wow. That is so cool.
This is the good one. Lipstick, Moroccan lipstick. Yeah.
Jeez. That's cool. Unfortunately, I don't have a girlfriend, so I can't give it to anybody, right? My Airbnb is kind of interesting because there's an option where you can also order Moroccan food to be made for you by one of their chefs. So I didn't really see this walking around, but I had heard about it. It's something called a pastilla. Pastille? It looks like this, and it's essentially kind of a small, maybe meat-filled pastry thing. Just smelling it, it's sweet. It's got like kind of like peanuts on it. There's like cinnamon, sugar. To be honest, it almost smells like a powdered donut, if you can imagine that, like a powdered donut with like peanuts sprinkled on top. Sorry for people who are allergic to nuts. Let's see what the first bite tastes like. So it's a very kind of flaky, almost pie, like half a pie, half croissant, like crust. They put some like savory chicken meat in here, and you do have that kind of cinnamon, sweet, sugary flavor coming up from the top of this pastry. The best way I could describe it is maybe like a flaky pie crust sweet donut with a savory filling. It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. I would eat a lot of these.
I feel like you could probably open up some sort of fast food business with this in the United States, and it might be pretty successful. Especially if you get that filling nailed down. I think you can make a good amount of money selling this if you market it properly. Very interesting. Morocco, thank you for this.
Alright, Marrakesh, Morocco is done. Thoughts about Marrakesh, Morocco? I'm gonna admit, I had a little bit of anxiety being in Marrakesh because it's just a bustling city and there's a lot of hustlers, and I already kind of knew that Morocco would be kind of hard mode for travelers. If you read the forums, it's kind of known for that, being difficult for tourists to go in. Especially if you're English speaking. Almost everyone here speaks either Arabic or French, so if you don't know those two languages, you're also going to struggle quite a bit more. Would I live in Morocco? I don't necessarily think it's quite right for me. I think I'm too much of a free spirit for Marrakesh, and I just felt like I couldn't be as gregarious or as fully myself amongst people here. But that's not to say that I didn't meet some incredibly warm and friendly people while I was here, and that's usually the case. I will dearly miss a lot of the people that I met while I was here in Marrakesh. The hospitality was great. I was able to get a private taxi out to a place called Essaouira on the west coast of Morocco, and that was beautiful. It was quiet. The pace was way more in line with what I like. But once again, maybe I'm looking for more stuff to do, just in general, and more variety, and Morocco might not be quite it for me. However, I do want to study Arabic, and I do think actually Morocco could be an ideal place to settle down for a little bit to study Arabic, but I have to, look around and see if there's any other countries that match my flow. All in all, thank you so much, Morocco. Shukran, Zlina, Anti Zlina, and until next time.
حرام تلعب بقلوب الناس، حرام والكذاب حبله قصير في الغرام. يا يتخبى وتفضحوا الايام، ما يبقى لك ما تقول تقاضى الكلام.
انا عيني ميزاني وصعيب نخلي قلبي يعاني، واللي عليا يلف ويدور حسلو ينساني. انا عيني ميزاني وصعيب نخلي قلبي يعاني، واللي عليا يلف ويدور حسلو ينساني، حسلو ينساني.